Iran-Israel news today. Ukraine and Israel receive $95 billion in funding from Congress. The U.S. Senate passed a $95 billion, £76 billion, foreign aid package that includes Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan military aid. Wednesday is when President Joe Biden will sign the bill. The Senate approved the Saturday House of Representatives bill on Tuesday night. The Pentagon claims Ukraine can receive $61 billion in military help within days. The bipartisan vote was 79-18. In a statement late Tuesday, Mr. Biden called it essential legislation that will make our nation and world more secure as we help our partners who are defending themselves against terrorists like Hamas and tyrants like Russian President Vladimir Putin. Schumer said, after more than 6 months of hard work and numerous twists and turns in the road, America sends a message to the entire world: we will not turn our back on you. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said the vote reinforces America's role as a beacon of democracy and leader of the free world. In February, the Senate passed a similar aid package, but conservatives opposed to further Ukraine backing blocked a House vote. To avoid this resistance, lower chamber Democrats and Republicans teamed up last week. They settled on a bill that includes foreign aid, legislation to seize Russian assets held by Western institutions, fresh penalties on Russia, Iran, and China, and a provision forcing ByteDance to sell TikTok. Possible $61 billion U.S. aid hike for Ukraine. Ukraine's aid package may impede Russia's advance. On Saturday, most House Republicans opposed the overseas aid bill. A few Senate Republicans opposed further Ukraine aid and the bill. With 2 Democrats and Independent Senator Bernie Sanders opposing new offensive weaponry for Israel, 15 opposed the bill. Pouring more money into Ukraine's coffers will just prolong the conflict and lead to further loss of life, Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville said Tuesday. No one at the White House, Pentagon, or State Department can define victory in this struggle. Ukraine's army have been short on ammunition and air defense systems for months, so the aid package should help. Authorities in Ukraine's second city, Kharkiv, reported 2 injuries in a residential neighborhood after a drone and missile strike on Tuesday. Oleksandr Pivnenko, Ukraine's National Guard commander, expected Russian soldiers to march on the city near the Russian border, supporting Israel and Taiwan. On Tuesday, the foreign aid package included $26.4 billion in military and humanitarian funding for Israel and Gaza. Additionally, Taiwan and other Asia-Pacific allies will receive $8.1 billion to fight Communist China. After the vote, Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz thanked congressional leaders for their unwavering commitment to Israel's security. Israel and the U.S. fight terrorism together, protecting democracy and our principles, he stated. A Chinese government spokesperson labeled Taiwan's military help a severe infringement of the One China principle that would send the incorrect signal to the pro-independence separatist forces. We ask the U.S. to fulfill its commitment not to promote Taiwan independence by not arming Taiwan, she said. Taiwan's incoming President William Lai said the funding will strengthen deterrence against dictatorship. Taiwan is self-governing and separate from China, but Beijing sees it as a province and wants to reclaim it. TikTok ban. A component in the National Security Plan might outlaw TikTok countrywide. The Chinese parent company of TikTok has 9 months to sell its interest and find a U.S.-approved buyer or shut down the app nationwide. The statute allows the U.S. president to extend the deadline by 90 days, so the ban might take effect over a year from now. Potential TikTok ban approved by U.S. Senate. The TikTok provision garnered bipartisan support because senators argued that the Chinese government